Spread the word of Islam. Oh, fortunate one, paradise must be won. Paradise must be won each day and each night, through darkness and through light. Cry it out to the world. Spread the word. Spread the word of Islam.
Nobody have lived on this earth forever. How good you are, how bad you are, how weak you are, how strong you are, you are going to die. Because we know we belong to Allah. We are going back to Him. Everything that we receive is from Him. Where do you spend your time? Where do you spend your money? All will be questioned by Allah. Human will never get anything from Allah except what they have earned in this dunya. So the trial of the grave starts here, not there. Tell a brother and sister in Islam, don't forget that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have reminded us in many ayah. One of the ayah is very simple. You can read in the ayah in the surah of Takathur. How do you begin with this ayah? What is the first ayah? Do you remember, brother? Can somebody help me? Alhaakumut takathur. At the end of the ayah, help me. Somebody use the mic. I want somebody to participate. Come on, somebody, please, brother, come. The ending of the surah. Huh? Anin na'im yawma izin anin na'im. What is the meaning of that? Allah is telling us, remember everything that I give you, every ni'mah. In the day of judgment, I am going to ask you, how do you make use of this ni'mah? Allah did not give us for free. Allah do not created us without a reason and purpose. Allah have said, "Afahasibtum annama khalaqnakum abasa." Do you think that we created you without a purpose? Do we marry without a purpose? Do we work without a purpose? Do you come here without a purpose? Everybody do something with a purpose. Latas'alunna yawma izin anin na'im. Latas'alunna. Allah said, you are sure to be questioned by Allah in the day of judgment about what Allah have given you on this earth. 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, 1 wife, 2 wives, 3 wives, 4 wives, money, gold, silver. Allah have given you so much. What have you make use? Where do you spend your time? Where do you spend your money? All will be questioned by Allah. But if you do it correctly now, you have less problem in the grave. Because when you go down there, brother and sister, nobody is going to be with you except your deeds. And then the angel Munkar Nakir will come. He is sure to be there waiting for you. And he is going to start the Q&A. After the ending of the lecture, we have Q&A. But there is another Q&A. The Q&A, you must pass. You fail, you have big problem. If you fail here, we can teach you. Over there, nobody teach you anymore. You can knock on, hey, Sheikh Hussain Yee, please come and help me. I cannot help you there. When I go down there also, other sheikh cannot help me. Because Allah said, وَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. Nobody will carry the sin of another person. Everyone will be responsible for her own sins. وَأَلَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. Human will never get anything from Allah except what they have earned in this dunya. So the trial of the grave starts here, not there. There's nothing for you to do there anymore. What you want to do, you got to do it here. So the Prophet say, from Abi Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن أول ما يسأل عنه العبد يوم القيامة من النعيم من النعيم رواه ترمذي وابن حبان. The Prophet said, the first thing that Allah is going to ask you in the day of judgment, when He calls all of us up, none of you can escape. Everybody will got to stand up in front of Allah. No one is allowed to sit like now what you are doing today. I am standing, you are sitting. Over there, no chairs. No chair. Whether you are king or emperor, billionaire, no chair for you. Here, at least you have some chairs. If you are king, you have a special chair. The king don't sit like you. He cannot sit your chair. And you cannot sit his chair too. But over there, everybody will be standing. And you know how long you're going to stand there, brother? 50,000 years. Allahu Akbar. We don't even stand for 5 hours yet. But you got to stand 50,000 years. And there is only one day in Qiyamah. That's why they say Yawmul Qiyamah, not Ayyamul Qiyamah. If Allah said Ayyamul Qiyamah, many days of Qiyamah. Only one day, not even a night. But one day is equivalent to 50,000 years. Everybody got to stand for 50,000 years. But Allah Kareem, for those who have deeds, who have prepared themselves, who have invested, now in Akhirah, they have no problem. For those who bring up your children to be good children, righteous children, like the children you have seen, they are trained to do da'wah, to call people to Islam from young. And if they become the caller of Islam, all of us as parents will receive the blessing of Allah. It's a great investment. The mother, the father in the time of the Prophet, when they have children, the only thing in their dream, in their life, is to make sure these children become the righteous people. Waladan saleh. Because all of us know, brother and sister, this is the last hadith that I'd like to share with you. The Prophet said, Iza mata ibnu Adam in qata'a amalahu illa bisalatha. That means every children of Adam will die. Muslim, not Muslim, people who are not yet will die. You die, the Prophet said, in qata'a amalu. You are cut off from this world. You have nothing to do with this world anymore. If you commit a crime after you die, the court cannot sue you anymore. If the court sue you, send you a summon in the grave, he is crazy. How can you summon the death? Nothing. You are cut off. Illa bisalah, except 3 things that still can save. And in the day of judgment, number 1, sadaqatin jariyah. If you have some money, give it for the sake of Allah. You have a land, you have a house, anything that is useful, you donate it to Vision Peace of Islam. said, make use for the sake of Allah, for da'wah. And when people come to Islam, they have no place to stay. You put them in the halfway house that you have made waqaf. You have a house for the orphan, the aitam, for the poor. Whoever make use of this place, you get the reward, ongoing reward from Allah. Wa ilmun yuntafa'u bih, and knowledge, whatever you know, pass it down to your children. Teach them Fatiha, teach your friend Islam, teach them how to pray. And when they start to pray, because you have made an effort to teach them, you will get the reward. And when they teach their friend, you also will get the reward. It's a chain of reward. Allah is going to reward all of us with the little effort, not much, just little. The little you spend now, Allah will give you more in the hereafter. And the last one is waladun salih yad'u lah. You see, the beauty of the saying of the Prophet, he said waladun salih. The Prophet never said ibnus salih, bintus salih. He said waladun salih. What is the meaning of walad here? That means any children that's under your care, you make them become righteous children. You die, they become good children. They pray, they fast, they do da'wah, they make zikr. You will get all the reward from Allah. Even they are not engineer, doctor, it's not a big problem. Because when you go down 6 feet under, Allah is not going to ask you about your doctorate. Allah is not going to ask you one question about your professorhood. Whatever you spend for dunya, just for dunya, in the secular education, not even one question Allah asks about that. But Allah will ask about your deen. Ma rabbuk, wa ma dinuk, wa man nabiyuk. He will ask you that. Waladun salih, righteous children. It can be your own children, your adopted children, your nephew, your niece. It can be anybody who is under your care. Because there are some people who don't have children. So can they have this kind of blessing from Allah? Yes. Take care of some orphans. Take care of your brother's child, your sister's child. You will get the reward. Waladun salih yad'u lah. Fellow brother and sister in Islam, we believe because we have seen with our own eye what Dr. Zakir Naik have done in Mumbai. In one of the night, he gathered at least 14 children, maybe more, I forgot. I was there. I was sitting like you, sitting down there, watching these 14 or 16 children. And everyone is about 13 years old, if I don't forget. And everyone is our double. They become our double. One's children represent Ahmad Didat. One children present Dr. Zakir Naik, his own son. One children present Dr. Bilal Philip, Abdurrahim Gri, Yusuf Este, and there's also one present me. All of them become our double. 13 years old, they speak like every one of us. It's a great achievement. If any of you participate in this program and your children become Waladun Saleh, Allah is going to bless you forever, brother and sister. You cannot be like them, maybe. You cannot be like us, but your children can be better than us, inshallah. As nothing is impossible. The beauty of the knowledge of Islam, if any children have knowledge of Islam, the knowledge of Islam will bring them over the globe. They can travel around the globe. If I'm not a Muslim, I cannot be invited to talk to you. I will be staying in Malaysia, finish. I'll go to China, Hong Kong, my homeland, finish. But because of Islam, I travel everywhere. I traveled to China, I traveled to Taiwan, I traveled to Papua New Guinea, I was in Fiji, I was in Tonga, I was in New Zealand, I was in Australia, I was in America, in Canada, Europe, here, Middle East. Why? It's because of La ilaha illallah. You see what La ilaha illallah can do to us? La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasul can make us become the great ummah, great people. We don't have to fight for it. Sister, if you want to save yourself from the trial of the grave, remember the ayah that you always recite. Maybe not you, yeah, because majority of the Muslim in this country are Ahnaf. But the Shafi'i people will always recite, Inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya. Follow me? We recite together, Inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alamin. Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. Majority of the Muslim in Southeast Asia will recite this dua iftitah in the prayer. He said, Oh Allah, all my prayer, inna salati, all my namaz, the fard, the sunnah, wa nusuki, and all my sacrifice, everything that I do, mahyaya, my life, my death, is only to please you, O Allah. Only for you. Because we know we belong to Allah. We are going back to Him. Everything that we receive is from Him. Everything, the eye that see is from Allah. The ear that hear is from Allah. Everything belongs to Him. And everything is going back to Him. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Everything comes from Allah and will return back to the owner. He is Malik, Maliki Yawmiddin, the king and the owner in the day of judgment. So fellow brother and sister, once again I'd like to remind all of you, please don't forget what I say about your preparation for the grave and the hereafter. Don't leave this area tonight without looking for the box. There's some box there now, I saw. There's some box there. Please go towards the box. Not for me. Not for peace, but for Allah's sake. Because they have done a good job. It's our duty to be part of it. And I'm happy that all of you are here. I believe that you are going to be part of it. And I'm going to bring all of you back in my country, because I'm going to talk to my people about how good the people here, yeah, how supportive the people here, how strong your iman is. Wherever I go, I'm talking about the people in Chennai. I'm talking about the people in Mumbai. This is how we become popular. You are not there, but people are representing you. And before I stop for Q&A, I would like to call all the brothers and sisters, let us make a short prayer, a very short prayer for every one of us. A prayer that the Prophet have taught us. A very simple one. I'm going to say it slowly and all of you just follow, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma bika amsayna wa bika asbahna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilaikal masir. Allahumma ighfir li hayyina وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان. O Allah, bless our evening and our morning, our life and our death, and to you we will return. O Allah, forgive the sin of those who are living among us and those who have passed away among us. O Allah, forgive the sin of those who are present tonight and for those who are absent. O Allah, forgive the sin among us, the young and the old, the male and the females. O Allah, if you will allow us to live longer on this planet, let us live as a good Muslim and a practicing Muslim and a caller to Islam. And if you will want to take our life anytime, O Allah, make sure that we are prepared and we'll go back to you with Iman. Wal-husnil khatimah. And make our ending the best ending. Amin. Ya Rabbal Alamin. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Salam.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we open the floor for questions and answers. My favorite part of the evening. We would prefer, inshallah, that our Muslim brothers and sisters allow our non-Muslim brothers and sisters the opportunity to answer questions, make statements, or pose criticisms. We as Muslims have many opportunities to meet and greet our scholars and to ask them questions and to have our misconceptions clarified. Opportunities which many of our non-Muslim companions don't have. So we ask you that you allow them the opportunity and give them the encouragement to come to the microphone and ask questions. At this time, inshallah, I will begin the questions. Sir, would you please state your name, your occupation, and then state your question briefly.
I am Muhammad Ghaus. By profession, I am a doctor. You said that three things will accompany in the grave. And you yourself said that second thing will be the knowledge you leave it to your children. Whether the knowledge you said is only for religious knowledge or a man leaves some scientific knowledge for the benefit of the humanity to come, or he finds out some disease and medicines for it and he tells to the people, whether such knowledge also will give him benefit.
Inshallah. Yeah, where the Prophet ﷺ said, Ilmun yuntafa'u bih. The Prophet do not just say that the knowledge of akhirah, mean any knowledge that can bring benefit to the ummah, to mankind, inshallah, you will be rewarded for that. Yes, Jazakallah.
Spread the word, oh man. Spread the word of Islam. Oh, fortunate one. Paradise must be won. Paradise must be won each day and each night, through darkness and through light. Cry it out to the world. Spread the word.